6 years ago, my life spectacularly imploded. I lost my husband, my health, and my career in quick succession. Everything I had worked hard for, gone. My dreams, our dreams, gone. I had nothing. July 2014, the news came that Chris, my husband, had stage 4 pancreatic cancer. It was terminal. Life changed irreversibly. 11 months later, Chris was dead. His funeral had only just finished, and I was being rushed to A&E, and my health had collapsed. And along with it, my 20-year career leading business change and transformation projects in all manner of businesses, from retail to hospitality to entertainment. It was all gone. You know what they say about out of the mouths of babes? Well, it was Christmas 2015 when my only nephew said, "Now that Uncle Chris is dead, you have nothing." 2016 began, and my nephew's words were weighing on my mind. Did I really have nothing? The suggestions from friends and family, whilst well-meaning, were unhelpful. My mother suggested I should go back and start ballet classes once again. Yes, ballet had been a big part of my life. Yes, I had enjoyed the classes, but when Chris had become ill, ballet had fallen by the wayside. And now it had kind of lost its appeal. And besides, how was ballet going to save my world? I had to get away, to have a space to pause, to breathe. I flew myself off to Aruba in the Caribbean just to feel the sunshine. It was there while sitting on the beach, wondering how was I going to save my world, that I had a moment of clarity. A question I had been asked many, many times during my career in corporate change and transformation. What would I do in my first 100 days? It was a question I'd been asked many times, but I had never been asked in my personal life. And yet, what bigger project is there than rebuilding one's life after multiple successive losses? We're often asked what personal skills that we can bring to a role, a team, a project, but we never consider it the other way around. What professional skills and values can we bring into our personal lives? The project management, the goal setting, the resource planning. Confronted with nothing other than myself and years of planning the first 100 days, my personal life became a project. Project Me was born May 2016. What was my first 100-day plan? The starting point in a business is always a situation analysis, an evaluation of the environment, the social, the economic, the financial factors that influence the way a business operates. I too undertook a situation analysis. I asked myself, where am I now? How do I feel now? Where was I now? Well, my career was over. My home no longer felt like a home. My social life was associated with work, so it disappeared completely along with it. How did I feel? Vulnerable, overwhelmed, and alone. We will all experience loss, some of us many times, sadly. When you do, ask yourself, where am I now? How do I feel now? Create clarity on now. We've looked at how, in understanding our environment, our situation as it is now, it helps us have clarity on where we are now. With clarity, we can focus our energies and our efforts. The next thing I do in the first 100 days I would challenge my business clients to tell me their unique selling proposition, the features, the benefits, the attributes that set them apart from the competition. I asked myself the same question: what makes me me? The things that come naturally to me, that I enjoy, that mattered most to me. I call it brand me. What is your brand me? What makes you uniquely you? So we've covered the importance of knowing the environment in which we're operating in, and we've understood the characteristics which make us unique. The next step I used to take when working with my business clients is to create a future vision for the business, clearly identifying the benefits of achieving that future position. I too created a future vision of my life, something to aim for, to keep me moving forward one step at a time. I called it a promise to me, a commitment to myself about the way in which I wanted to live my life. I would put brand me at the centre of the life I was creating for myself. I set out visions for all areas of my life: my home, my career, my social life. For my home, I wanted a calm oasis away from the busyness of the outside world, filled with family, friends, and flowers. I was clear on the benefits it would give me if I achieved my vision. It would give me a sense of security, of safety, of calm. If you find yourself having experienced a major loss, ask yourself, where do you want to be? How do you want to feel? Find focus for your endeavours. Next, we would devise our strategies, the steps that would enable the business to achieve its future vision. I applied the same principle to myself. What strategies or steps would take me one step closer to reaching my future vision? For my home, that meant being closer to my family, being clutter-free and having an open plan entertaining space. These were the strategies I chose. So what strategies or steps would you choose? So you've created clarity in understanding the environment or the situation as it is now. You've found focus in understanding where you want to be. Now you're managing motivation by understanding how it is you want to feel and the steps that you need to take in order to get one step closer to how you want to feel in future. Which brings us on to the final step in creating a 100-day plan. I would build in a contingency plan, clearly identifying potential obstacles that may prevent a business from achieving its future vision. Putting in place plans should those obstacles arise. This was true for me too. Considering my vision for my home, I asked myself, what might stop me? What was in my control? What was not in my control? What was possible only to influence? What should I let go of completely? What support could I put in place? The people who had been and already done what I wanted to do, the torchbearers, I call them. I put in place a support framework to enable and encourage me and my vision. I would ask you to do the same, to consider what might stop you. What support do you need? Who are the people who have already gone through what you are now going through? The people you can learn from, the people who can show you how to do what it is that you want to do. What contingency plans can be established to ensure that you maintain your momentum? This approach helps people deal with the emotional side of grief in a way that is more practical. By building our inner strength, we are better placed to deal with our grief, both now and in future. Do you still miss the person? Yes, absolutely, and always will. But the difference which makes the difference is the taking of control and charting your own path through the chaos. By creating clarity, finding focus, managing motivation, and maintaining momentum, you will not only learn to deal with change, but to embrace it. How do I know? Because as I stand here to talk today, I now live the life laid out in Project Me. Yes, it has been hard. Yes, I have wanted to give up many times. But each time I met with a new situation, a new obstacle, I reverted back to Project Me and my 100-day plan. Grief clouds our judgment in the moment. We forget the skills that we have learned over many years. These skills are a solid foundation for rebuilding. I have my 4-year-old nephew to thank for giving me clarity. You have nothing, he'd said. And that's what gave me the clarity I needed. I'm pleased to be able to tell you, though please don't tell him this, he was wrong. I did have something. I had me. Project Me. And Project Me will work for you. Thank you.